Gotta start the video off a little bit crazy. Gotta start it off crazy. You like my shirt?
I bought it for you.
Your mom will love me.
I bought it for you.
Alright, what is up, guys? What is up? What is up? You did buy it for me. I'm gonna get this thing finagled around here. We're gonna get some people jumping on here. I hope everyone's having an awesome day. There we go. There we go. Getting some people jumping on there. Make sure we ain't got no problems. I don't want no problems. You guys drop me some likes and drop me some loves. I definitely appreciate that. Share this video with your team. I definitely appreciate it. I know, bro, this shirt is classic, isn't it? I love the shirt. I definitely love this shirt. Guys, I am definitely excited for this video because yesterday my video got cut short, so I am going to make this video extra special. Yes. So I hope everyone's having an awesome day. Definitely comment where you guys are viewing from. I always like to know where everybody's watching from. And we're going to give this a minute, let the interaction and get the audience built up a little bit. Again, I hope everybody's having an awesome day. And yeah, hopefully everybody can see me. That's always a big one. I like to make sure that everybody can see me for sure. Other than that, yeah, guys, we're going to basically be doing the same thing we were talking about yesterday. We're going to go in talking about attraction marketing a little bit. Really giving you guys some tips on branding and really getting yourself out there, getting your business built, and how to really focus on applying what you're learning and really getting yourself out there, making some extra money, all the good stuff. You know what it is. So again, guys, we're gonna give this a minute and we're gonna let this live feed get built. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. And again, if you guys are just joining, drop me some likes, drop me some loves. I definitely appreciate it. You know, drop me a little comment of where you guys are viewing from, and we're gonna give it a minute again, and we'll get started. Hello, Allie. What's up, Josh? How are you, Scotty boy? What is up? What is up, Justin? How are you? What's up, Sam? How are you, hun? Kevin, hello, sir. Hello. Again, guys, if you guys are just joining, drop me some likes, drop me some loves. We're gonna get started here. 15 seconds. We're gonna hit the ground running. We're gonna go on attraction marketing. We're gonna talk about some very prominent tips on branding yourself. Some do's and don'ts, some good stuff out there, though. Again, my video yesterday kind of got killed, and it is what it is. Oh, well, we're going to keep on going with it. So, guys, I want to go ahead and get started. Copywriting, okay? So, I am going to reiterate some of the stuff that I talked about yesterday, but we're going to move on, and we're going to keep on going. But I do need to touch base on a couple things so that way everybody kind of understands. Copywriting style of writing. What does this mean? This means that your marketing... It means basically when you are doing attraction marketing, you're really getting yourself out there. You're putting some valuable content out there. The purpose of doing copywriting is to attract people in by what you're saying, what you're doing, what you're throwing out there. Really focusing on putting valuable content in writing. That is the key. That is what's so crucial as far as getting people to really pay attention to your page and getting your interaction up there. All right. Now, guys, this is something that can be taught. This is something that comes with practice. Writing is no different than anything in the world. You've got to really focus. You've got to practice. You've got to make sure that you're doing everything you possibly can to become a good writer if you want to be successful in social media marketing. I'm going to be honest with you. And how do we do this? Guys, look up words. Look up prominent words. Look up words that are popular. Look up words that are going to make it pop, that are just, when I'm talking about whenever you really write this stuff and you really put your emotion into it, write with emotion, write with feeling. I want you to take and I want your words to just grab me, and I'm like, man, you know what? I've got to read this. And again, I did this yesterday. I'm gonna do it again. If you guys know this type of person that has this style of writing where you got to pay attention to it, you know what it is. Like when they make a post, you just have to read it. I've got to see it. What did they post? And I don't care if it's 10 paragraphs. You want to see what they write. You don't care how long it is. If you know what I'm talking about, again, guys, drop me some likes, drop me some loves. I definitely appreciate it. But if you guys know this type of person, I want you guys to drop a 1 in the comments. And this person is just, they don't even got to be someone that you know. They just, every time they post, they make this valuable content that it's like, wow. Like, man, I've got to read it. Every time you see their name in the news feed, you stop. You stop to scroll. You're like, man, you know what? What did they say? I got to know what they said. We all have those people. Guys, they have learned to master this copywriting style of writing. I'm going to tell you who's great at it. That one right there. Natalie she's perfected it. She's really good at it. And guys, again, it comes with practice. It really does. It comes with practice. It's something that's developed over time. But It is something that it's something that can happen, and it is something that you can make yourself better at. But when you learn to perfect this, it is a huge, huge tool to making sure that you're putting valuable content out there. And again, make sure you're putting your energy, put your focus in it. So going into the second thing, guys, you got to make sure you're consistent. Be consistent. Please be consistent. You have to be consistent no matter what you're doing. Be consistent. People follow based off consistency. Do you want to start? Are you going to get started in a business with somebody who is not consistent, that is just all over the place, that doesn't post valuable content, that posts for 3 or 4 days, and then all of a sudden they don't post for a week? It's like, yo, did you quit? Well, I don't even know where you went. I didn't even know you were still doing the business. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what I'm talking about. You got to make sure that you're with people. I got to do a little readjustment. You want to make sure that, nobody wants to join somebody that's flaky. Nobody wants to join somebody that's a company hopper. Nobody wants to join somebody that is not adding value to them as a person. So what do? You got to be consistent. Post consistent. You got to make sure that you're doing everything necessary to make sure that when you are talking to people and you're growing your organization, you got to lead by example. That is the biggest thing, and that's what consistency shows. Consistency shows you are doing the work. They're showing that you are making it happen, and they're showing that wow, okay, this is what I need to be doing. When you lead by example, that consistency shows. And you got to be consistent on all aspects of social media. So if you have a prominent Instagram, use Instagram. Why would you not use Instagram if you've got an Instagram that's getting 100, 120, 130, 140 likes on it? That's not smart. Be smart about it. If you've got a Facebook that's getting 5, 6, 10 likes, but you got an Instagram that's getting 100, 120, 130 likes, guess what? You should probably be paying attention to the Instagram. I'm just saying. That's one of those things that it's a very, very prominent tool. And guys, again, I like to talk to all aspects of network marketers. One thing that I will definitely say is that if you are someone that is out there that's been around the block for a little bit, invest yourself into a blog. There's a lot of good stuff out there. There's a lot of good information out there as far as with blogging and whatnot. That it can help your business. It can definitely help your business. This is not something I recommend for a first timer when it comes to network marketing. But I would definitely recommend it to somebody that has been around the block a little bit, for sure. But guys, one of the things that I like to talk about, and this was a kind of a thing that I did yesterday. Your social media now, obviously I can't do it to the extent of, but your social media itself is a virtual ATM machine. All right, guys, it really is. Your social media page is a virtual ATM machine. It's so crazy how it is. And the messenger part of things, learning to utilize Messenger, that's that ATM card. Really, really learning, and this goes into that copywriting style of writing that we talked about at the beginning. When you learn to master that craft, let me tell you guys what happens. It becomes that's your PIN number. Your writing style and what you're saying to people, that is the PIN number. That is essentially what is going to make it happen. And that is one of the things that is going to be that make or break in your business. So what do we do whenever it comes to that? Again, make sure that you're paying attention. You're being consistent on your social media page. You want to make sure that no matter what, you're being consistent, shooting those messages out there, and you got to make sure that you're saying the right information. You can be saying the right things with having the right intentions. Or excuse me, you can be saying things the right way. Let me rephrase it. You can be saying things with the right intentions, but if you're not saying it the correct way, you're saying it wrong. And again, guys, this is what I like to say. So what happens if you say it wrong multiple times? What happens? Eventually the person runs away. They don't want anything to do with you. Just like if you got your ATM card, you put your ATM card in there, and you go to pull it out. What happens if you enter the PIN number in wrong a couple times? Guess what? It eats your card. You can't access the money. So what do we need to do? We need to make sure that as people that are having this gold mine in front of us, because that's what this is. Social media is a gold mine. If you got this gold mine in front of you, you learn to utilize it and learn to really, really, really do everything you possibly can to take advantage of it, because man, it's right there. And it's right there for the taking. And guys, this thing right here, if you got a smartphone, if you ain't making money from that thing, that's a dumb phone. I'm telling you, that is a dumb phone. So again, going to the next thing, guys, learn how to present. Learn how to get very, very comfortable. Learn how to be somebody that is comfortable being on the camera. Learn if you got problem with public speaking, if you're not a strong speaker, you don't have that strong energy, learn to do it. You know what? drink you some energy drinks and drop the nerve and boost the confidence and get on stage and just do it. Guys, you learn it by doing it. Practice, practice, practice. You're going to learn it. You're going to perfect it by doing it. That's the biggest tip that I can give anybody. But you got to learn how to present. And now whether that's doing Facebook Lives, whether that's doing webinars, or whether you're doing Zooms, or you're standing in front of a live audience, whatever it possibly is, learning how to perfect that craft of being in front of a group of people is so crucial. And a lot of people have that's a big fear for a lot of people, public speaking. But you got to make sure that you're doing it. You got to make sure that you're stepping up to the plate. You got to make sure that you're right there with it. Guys, personal appearance, huge. I touched base on this many, many times. Again, you don't want to, nobody is going to join somebody that looks like a panhandler. No one is going to join somebody that looks like a slob. If you are going to go out in public and you are going to be having an opportunity to talk to somebody as a potential, make sure you dress up a little bit. And I'm not talking about, you don't need to go buy a suit and tux. You don't need to go wear business attire, but make sure that you look clean cut. Make sure that your appearance is there, because again, it's called attraction marketing for a reason. I'm not telling you that you need to look like you're dolled up going to the club popping bottles. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you need to look like, man, look like you're coming with authority. You want your presence to be felt. And the way that I like to say this is, and this is guys or girls, how many of you guys have been out in public and you know what, you just rolled out of bed and you just, man, I'm going to get some coffee or whatever it possibly is, and you know what, you ran into that crush, that person that that person that you had some feelings for, that was a little side thing, and you haven't really told them yet. You find them really, really attractive. You get really, really kind of embarrassed when they start talking to you because you just don't really know how to handle it. You guys know what I'm talking about, okay? Would you want to be someone that looks like a slob, or would you want to look like somebody who's actually got their stuff together, that's got their makeup done, that's got their hair cut, that's got their hair done? Like, no, that's what you're going to want to look like. So what do you need to do in turn? Attraction marketing is no different. You want to make sure that you're really, really pushing yourself into a situation where it is what it is. Like, your attraction, it's attraction marketing. Be attractive. I'm not telling you, again, to be a beauty queen, but be attractive, guys. That is crucial. That's very, very crucial. And again, your social media page is no different. Clean that social media page up. Man, if you get on your social media page and it looks like junk, nobody's gonna join you. Make sure you got an attractive cover page, cover photo. Make sure you got an attractive profile picture. Make sure that your profile looks like, if you can scroll through your profile and you look at it and you don't take yourself serious, how do you expect somebody else to? And that's the truth behind it, man. If you guys are enjoying this video, drop me some likes, drop me some loves. I definitely appreciate it. Yeah, Facebook uplift. Again, Facebook is your business card. You want to make sure that you're really, really putting your focus in, especially if your Facebook is your storefront. If your Facebook is your storefront, guys, let me tell you something. You need to take some time, you need to take some pride, and you need to put some effort into that bad boy, because if not, people are not going to join somebody they're not putting effort into their social media page if your social media page is your storefront. If you own a store over on the corner, what would you do? You gonna buy a little hole in the wall shack and leave it all looking like it needs renovations and stuff? No, what do? You do renovations to it. Your social media page is no different, guys. Attraction marketing isn't gonna work if you're not attractive. Yeah, so I mean, honestly, just kind of got to learn to dress for success. That's the easiest way to do it. But learn to master emails, learn to master Messenger. Okay, so we kind of touched on this. Guys, you got to learn to use emojis. If you're not using emojis, emojis are great. People love pictures. I would rather read a picture book than read a book that's that thick with paragraphs on it. You know what I mean? So really, really learn to use emojis. Don't make a whole story of emojis. I've seen this happen too. Put a couple of emojis in there. It's good. It also kind of shows your emotions. It does. And I used to not use them. And then, I started using them, and I will definitely tell you, they do work. They get a better reaction, and people know where you're coming from that way. Learn to master the follow-up. You got to really, really learn to master the follow-up, because the fortune is made in the follow-up, guys, and that's what's going to really get people out there paying attention to you. You got to make sure that you're sending messages. You want to make sure that you're talking to people, ideally. That's a big thing, definitely so. Posting original content. You cannot brand yourself if you are copy and paste. I preach this. There's two things that I preach pretty much in every video that I've come to learn. And it's just to be perfectly honest with you, I hate cold messaging, and I hate people that copy and paste. I hate people that post scripts. And when I say hate, I don't mean it like, yeah, you're okay. No, I mean like I hate people that post scripts, and I hate people that cold message. And it's just because you guys are ruining the market for a lot of people. It's funny because I say that, every time I say that, 3 or 4 people jump off the live feed. Well, we know who's cold messaging. Is what it is. I could care less. But you need to focus on putting your energy, focus on putting your passion, focus on what fuels your desire in your post. Your post is your brand. Your post is your brand. So again, guys, if you want to do that copy and paste stuff, guess what? You get labeled as a copy and paster. You know what you get labeled as? You get labeled as someone who's following. Do you want to follow or do you want to lead? If you want a true, legitimate brand, guess what? True people that are legitimate with their brand, you know what they do? They lead. There's nobody that's branding themselves as a follower. It doesn't work that way. It's not going to happen. You can't brand yourself as a follower. Quality over quantity. Put your effort, put your vision, put your energy into these posts. Because guess what? That is what people are judging you off of on social media. If you are going to brand yourself through social media, guys, you got to learn to really, really put your energy and be original on your posting. Take your own pictures. You know, make sure that you're doing everything yourself. You got to be a product of the product. Have your own picture in your hand. I mean, Jesus Christ. Hey, it looks great when you got that corporate photo that's over, you know, whatever, and it looks like flowers and greatness. But you know what looks real good? When you got the product in your hand. Look at this bad boy right here. Looks like a promo, I'm saying. Guys, that is what's going to sell it. People want to see that you actually have the products. That you can make an original product. I can take that thing and go sit it down by the pool and make my own photos. And guess what? It's original. It is original. It's not copy and paste. If you find a photo that is online, and by online, I mean if you're finding a photo off of Google, off of Pinterest, if you're finding a photo that is on, I'm trying to think of some of the other sites, if Yahoo, whatever it is, you're finding it through a search engine, I'm going to tell you right now, it has already been posted 1,000,000 times. It's been posted 1,000,000 times. You got to make sure that you're posting original content. You got to make sure you're posting original content. That is so crucial. And you know how you post original content? You get your own results. You get your own results from using your products, and that will give you that original content that you need. Guarantee it every single time. You know, one of the big things that I like to talk about is, I think I kind of covered that. I want to make sure I'm not trying to repeat myself because I want to make sure I'm kind of going in at it. All right. Next thing I want to talk about, because I have a lot of people that reach out to me about Facebook ads. Some people don't really understand Facebook ads. That is a whole nother video. If you are someone that is interested in Facebook ads, I just wanted to touch on it. Contact me, and I can put you in contact with somebody that deals with Facebook ads. I'm going to tell you, they've got their place. But if you're not getting 300 to 500 likes on your original page, on your page right now, like my Johnny Jumpman page, if I wasn't getting 300 to 500 likes on it, I wouldn't even be messaging with or messing with Facebook ads. How are you going to do Facebook ads and spend money on advertisement and you ain't even got nobody following your content? Come on now, like that's just I don't understand that. I get so many people. Oh, well, I do Facebook ads. You do Facebook ads. That's great that you do Facebook ads. You're paying for advertisement, but who are you advertising to? Who are you advertising to? You ain't advertising to nobody. What? I'm just being serious. It ain't stop. It's being the truth. I mean, hey man, it is what it is. You know, boosting posts. It has its aspect. It can work if you do it the right way, but that's just not a thing. Like most people need to focus on building an organic brand and really focus on branding themselves, and then you don't have to worry about Facebook ads. I've never purchased an ad in my life yet. We have an organization that grows rapidly. Like we're purchasing thousands of dollars worth of ads. So like you don't need it. Okay, branding. I'm gonna tell you guys a secret tip that I do. That is, when I say it's a secret. It's a good tip. Guys, you got to learn again when you're putting valuable content out there. You're really putting that valuable content out there. I call it a bribe of ethics. All right, and by what do I mean for that? First off, a bribe of ethics is value-based, all right? It's going to show integrity. It is very, very much so value-based, all right? I love getting on Facebook Live. I love talking to people. I love giving you guys insight, but I'm going to be real. I will be real in this whenever I say Facebook Live on my organic page, on my Johnny Jumpman page, you are not getting all the tips. No, you're not going to get all the tips. Why would I give you all the tips for free? It doesn't work that way. My organization, my team, they get my tips. I'm going to tell them everything there is to know. When I say that there's a lot that goes into algorithms and there's a lot that goes into getting your page visibility, Yeah, I'm definitely gonna give my Facebook fans. I'm gonna give you guys a lot of good content. I'm gonna give you guys a lot of value, but you're not gonna get 100% of my secrets. No, not at all. My team and my organization gets 100% of my secrets. So what I like to do is I like to make a Facebook Live, and then I'm gonna go on my team page after this. And what am I gonna do? I'm gonna elaborate a little bit more, and I'm gonna go into more detail as to how this works this way and how this works that way. All right, and by doing that, what you do is see, that right there is a bribe of ethics. So what did I do? I just told you guys I'm going to give you guys valuable content. But if you want the full aspect, you want the full benefit of everything that I know as far as, and hey, I'm just going to tell you guys, I'm proof in the pudding. I went from getting 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 likes to getting 2, 3, 400 likes. I mean, what I'm doing is working. I'm just saying, and it's not about, that's not about being cocky. That's about, hey, I've got the results to show what I'm doing. So I know there is a very, very, very prominent way of doing things, but when you're trying to brand yourself, you brand yourself with a bribe of ethics, all right? So again, when it comes to our team, we're going to give you full-on access. We're going to give you 100% of what we know, and that's great. That's what we do. Me personally, I get a lot of my advice from some serious social media gurus that are plugged in directly with Facebook. Some people that are plugged in with doing social media marketing for Fortune 500 companies. I've got a couple buddies that use some softwares that just have some crazy, they tell you craziest things that there is possibly to know about the weights and the metrics and the logistics of your Facebook page. But at the end and in the long run, this is what it is. I'm not going to give you guys all my tips. You want my tips? You join my team and I'll give you my tips and I'll show you how to make $1 million in a couple of years on social media. And that's how it is. But you ain't getting that for free. Come on now. Hey, that's like whenever you go to the food court and they handing out samples of bourbon chicken. They ain't going to give you the whole $5.99 bourbon chicken combo. No, they going to give you one little piece and make you go, hey, you know what? I'm about to go over here and get me this right here. Yeah, I know how it is. So you guys get a taste of it, but whenever you get when it really happens, again, that's what we do. YouTube. I like to talk about YouTube because YouTube is an awesome social media aspect. Guys, learn to utilize YouTube. If you're doing videos, just learn to use it. It's an awesome tool. There's a lot of videos. Like YouTube kind of has the video marketing. I mean, that's where video marketing comes from, is YouTube. So, it's almost like they're almost like video blogging, sort of speak, or vlogs. But it has its own algorithm as well, locked into it. Everything is based off of an algorithm nowadays. If it's computer, artificial intelligence is algorithms. Join groups. So groups will definitely help you brand yourself. And not only just that, whenever you join groups, guys, you're going to build genuine relationships with people. But at the same time, join groups that you can actually get value out of. Don't just join a group to meet a bunch of people. You want to really make sure that when you join a group, you're joining a group for a purpose. All right. There's a lot of good content that's out there. But joining a group is going to help you with your brand. It really is. It's one of those things that when you can really pull some solid information and some solid resources out of a group if you utilize a group the right way. Use Snapchat. I would definitely tell you guys that. If you're not using Snapchat, you want to use Snapchat, you want to use Instagram. And I kind of touched on those earlier. Learn to use them. They're social media platforms, guys. Social media is there. It's free marketing, but you got to learn to use it the right way, because if you're just one of those people that's posting nothing but, what's the term that I always like to say? I always like to tell everybody, you need to brand yourself. Don't brand your company. Your company's already branded. They got a brand. So if you do Herbalife, or if you do Kagan Water, or if you do Forex, or if you do It Works, or if you do Kayani or Direct Sellers, whatever it is, your company's already branded. They're branded. They've got their own thing. They do their own marketing. They do their marketing through their people. You got to learn to brand yourself. Don't brand your business. So stop using your social media as a brand for branding your business. If one of the biggest things I tell people is if I can get on your page and that's all I'm seeing is advertisement for your company, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. And I'm just going to leave it at that. Learn to use Snapchat, though. Snapchat is prominent, hence the reason why Facebook and Instagram both added the same exact feature as Snapchat. Don't be faked out by the replications. You should probably use the original. I'm just saying. Always have other network marketers in your circle. I'm real big on this. Network marketers support other network marketers, guys. And I'm going to be honest with you. This is a hard industry for all of us. They will have your back. They will support you. They will like your post. They understand it, because you know what? We all go through this. This is a huge this is really, really big. You want people liking your posts. You want people getting interaction. You want it to get pumped up, so to speak. And so one of the biggest keys I can definitely tell you is that you want to make sure that no matter what you're doing, you're getting support you're getting support just as a whole, either whether it's emotional, whether it's on your business, whatever it is. And other entrepreneurs are normally down to support other entrepreneurs as long as you're not sending them those spammy messages and giving them, trying to get them hooked into your business. And guys, I'm just going to throw this out there real quick while I'm on the topic. If you just meet somebody and you send them a link, or you're building relationships, or you talk to somebody about a business opportunity, or they've talked to you, and then all of a sudden you just pitch them if you're talking to people about their business opportunity so that way you can secretly pitch them theirs, I'm trying to think of the nice way to say this. Oh, I think I got it. Go fuck yourself. That is the worst business ethics that you could possibly do, and I'm going to tell you what happens. You ain't going to make no money. I'm just throwing that out there for some of you guys. Experts. Research people that are experts in what you do. But you got to really, really be careful on who you say is an expert. And by that, what do I mean? You've got to really, really, really know who is an expert and who is not an expert. All right? So there's a lot of people out there that claim to be experts. They claim to be an expert by maybe their title. You need to find one or two mentors that are really, really focused, that are involved, and they don't give you conflicting information. You agree with everything that they possibly do, and you need to find a couple of those people, and you need to ride with them. Stop getting information from 20 different people and getting poured into from 20 different people and asking 20 different advices. I want to tell you guys something. As a bodybuilder and as a coach, and Natalie can definitely tell you this as well, all right? When you're going through a prep, if you want to look the best, you don't take advice from 10 different people. You know who you take advice from? Your coach that you hired. That is it. You don't start, because what happens is you start taking advice from 10 different people, you will never win a show that way. It won't happen. Am I right or am I wrong? When you're going through a prep, and that's coming from a bodybuilder standpoint, that's how it is. So business is no different. If you're trying to do something and you've got your mindset and you've got your goal going and that's it and that's where you're going, then guess what? Stick with it. Don't start doing this and doing that and taking in. That is not how it is. And then guess what happens? You start hearing conflicting information. You start hearing conflicting information, your business is going to fail. It's going to fall. So if you're getting somebody, especially if you're really, really focused on training an organization, if you're focused on training an organization or a team, and the information is all conflicting coming in from different areas, guys, you got to do what you got to do, and that's pretty much what it is. I mean, at the end of the day, it's your paycheck. It's your paycheck, and it's your team's paycheck, and it's your team's integrity. And if they're doing things, if they're not doing things in a manner that you would like things to be done, then guess what? You got to do what you got to do. And at the end of the day, you as a leader need to be the one that makes that decision. And I feel like the biggest thing is I can definitely say is, guys, just remember that like leaders attract leaders. The purpose of you branding yourself and the purpose of you really getting your name out there is because you want to attract like-minded people, and that's what it is. People. That's kind of it for those notes, because I'm gonna end this video here in a second. But you really want to make sure that leaders attract leaders. You want to make sure that you're following through. You want to make sure that you're pushing. Those are some of the those are definitely some of the tips that I have. If you want to learn how to be super successful in business, I will tell you guys. Definitely the secret. The secret, honestly, is that you need to work. I mean, and that's really what it is. You guys want to be super successful in business? Stop listening to a million different people. Stop spending time in groups, and stop spending time on social media, and stop spending time listening to that person or listening to that person or whatever it possibly is. You want to know how you become successful in business? You work. And your brand will come along with hard work. And that's exactly what it is. Branding yourself is not something that's overnight. It is something that takes time. You've got to work, though. And at the end of the day, if you're not working, your brand fails. You've got to work to lead by example, all right? And this sounds easy. This is something sounds more easier said than done, so to speak. But I just want to let you guys know, you've got to work. You have got to work. That is the biggest thing. The biggest thing that I can tell you, no matter what it is, no matter what you're going through in business, you've got to work. Your brand doesn't work if you don't work, all right? Your brand doesn't work if you're not successful in doing what you're doing. And that's plain and simple. Think about what you were doing when you first started with your business. If you were having massive success from the get-go, All right? And keep doing it. Business is very, very simple most of the time. I mean, it's signing distributors, it's signing customers. That's how our business is, at least. I guarantee you most of you guys' businesses are no different. Keep it simple. Stop listening to everybody out there and go to work. Pick up your phone and message people. It's that simple. Yeah, Wolf of Wall Street. Pick up the phone and start dialing. You call people. You message people. Man, how many? It drives me crazy when people go, "Oh, I don't know who to talk to. I don't know who I should be messaging." Let me tell you something. If you don't know who you should be messaging, then I'm going to tell you another tip. Sit down, write out a hundreds list of people that you know that never gets old. We all have to continue doing that. And I guarantee you have more than 100 contacts in your cell phone. Message those people. Message them. Very, very plain and simple. I don't ever want to hear that excuse of, I don't have anybody to message. I don't know who I should be talking to. How do you not know who you should be talking to? How many people do you have in your phone? And I guarantee you, if you are not being successful in business, and I'm going to end on this. If you are not being successful, if you're complaining about how you don't have money or your business isn't making you money, I guarantee you I can do one thing to prove to you that you're not working your business. Guarantee you I could ask you to show me your messenger and you ain't messaging nobody. I guarantee you I could ask you to show me your text messages and you ain't messaging nobody. I guarantee you that I could tell you to pull up your call log and you ain't calling anybody. You're going to work, you're going to make excuses. Procrastination is a dream killer, guys. Just remember that.